trying to stay positive on a day where you don't feel good is a really hard thing to do. Today was a hard day for me, not because I was necessarily challenging myself, but because I went against literally probably everything that I was talking about in my videos up to this point. 11:40 last night, I had cleaned up the house a little bit. I did the dishes, I cleaned the table, I wiped the floors a little bit. As I was finishing up, I told myself that what I did justified 20 minutes of playing video games. So I booted up my PS5, I sat down at the couch, and I was looking at the time. 11:41, it started. And okay, there's a new game. I'm pretty sure it's all over the internet by this point, the Marvel Rivals. I really like the game. And, I played one match. It went really fast. It was around 11:48 when the match finished. I joined late. And so I was like, well, one more match, it'll probably be around 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes max. Going a little bit over 20 minutes would be okay. So I played another match, and it did end at 12:03. I looked at the time, and this is where I began to sabotage myself. I mentioned I think it was the video before this one, in my journal entry that I read, I had talked about not being able to stop playing video games, and I would just keep doing it even though I know that it's not good for me. That's the story of last night. So 12:03, I told myself 12:15. So I booted up one more match. That match turned into another match, and it's embarrassing to say this, but I want to be transparent, I want to be clear, and I want to be honest. I didn't stop playing until 10:30 in the morning. I know. I'm not proud of it. I feel awful that I did that. Not only staying up that late without any sleep, but after that, I went downstairs into my room and I slept until around 4:00 p.m. So not only did I waste the entire day, but I also wasted my entire sleep schedule for the night, and it's thrown off my groove. I have a little routine going on in this recovery, and I was hit with a curveball through my actions, and it was hard to remain positive today. I was really negative towards myself because I knew better. I know better, especially because I could have ended any time I wanted to. 5 in the morning, it wasn't something that just magically happened. I was looking at the clock after every match, and I would say, oh, one more match and it'll be 12:30, one more match and it'll be 2:15, one more match and it'll be 4:00. And that's what makes me hard to be positive, because I consciously did it. And that's where that's where I struggle with in self-improvement is, you know, acknowledging your mistakes and, you know, wording it in a way that's beneficial towards you. A lot of the time when doing something that you're not proud of, or when doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing, you tend to be a lot more negative and pessimistic in your view of that situation, and in return you end up carrying that view into other aspects of your life and of the day that you're living. And so the whole time today I was battling on and off with productivity and laziness. You know, I wanted to feel better for my decision. I don't. Even right now, it's 11:48 p.m. I'm gonna go to sleep right after this, and I haven't forgiven myself for it yet, and that is the hardest part. You know, you can talk all the negativeness you want about yourself, but you've got to learn to forgive your mistakes, especially while you're trying to improve, because I feel like when you're trying to improve, the mistakes you make are a lot harder to forgive because you know better. And when you know better than something, it tends to make you feel guilty. And what I'm trying to say is that guiltiness is a trap to keep you in a mindset that doesn't benefit you. You know, as much as you might hate what you did, as much as you deeply regret it, the only thing you can realistically do is be better tomorrow. Be better the next day. Because the past is the past. You know, what you did on this day could, and it definitely does have consequences that roll over, but that's where responsibility and accountability come in. I already talked about that. But yeah, that's what needs to take place. You know, you've got to think in a way that is beneficial towards yourself and doesn't keep you in a cycle of guilt and regret, because that does nothing but make you feel bad. And when you feel bad, at least in my experience, you tend to revert back to old habits that made you feel good, such as video games and all that junk. What I did was wrong. The 20 minutes should have been enough, but I got carried away. You know, I always have been talking bad about video games. I think that they're a really good thing. You know, I really have fun doing them. I just think that there needs to be a balance, and you need to find that balance. And it's a lot harder to find that balance while you're not in a positive mindset. I feel like this video or this topic is very wide, and I just barely touched on it. I really can't focus right now. I'm dead tired. So I apologize if this is more of a rant than anything. I just wanted to record a video tonight because I enjoy recording them. And yeah, I'm gonna head out. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you in my next upload. Thanks for listening.